the cacti stand tall, there's a dusty old place that's got it all. Chickens and goats and a barbecue pit. CAMBO-LAND's the name, you won't forget it. CAMBO-LAND, oh CAMBO-LAND. Adventure waits in the desert sand. Grab your boots and cowboy hat.
Before we head on to the time lapse, I thought I'd just say welcome back to the series. It's my first time recording an episode in a while because I've been away in the UK, but before I just come here and say that obviously, as you can see on the screen, welcome to Update 4. Update 4 has been installed. So Update 4 is serving up restaurants where you can build your perfect dining experience using new restaurant kitchens, dining tables, and existing themed picnic benches. Also, spinning onto the scene is the returning flat ride, the Scissor. And for the water ride enthusiast, custom colours have landed for pool tiles, pool water, and water-shaped scenery pieces. Along with a host of other fixes and improvements, standard versions of the spinning Manic Mouse and inverted flying coasters will also be available, as well as their signature mouse and manta ray coaster attachments. Check the Planet Coaster website for full update notes. Whippy Yalapla. Okay, let's get on to the video. What is up, guys? Welcome back to chapter 6 of my series of building my dream theme park here in Planet Coaster 2 in my theme park, CAMBO-LAND. I've been away in England for the last while, as I said, but I am back. Well, technically there was videos the whole time I was out because I pre-recorded a few. We are back in my house where I am making this video. But yeah, so I showed one of my friends the other day and he suggested that I put some lights into the main entrance. So that is what I'm doing right here in the cheeky entrance area. We're putting lots of gridded lighting in, which makes everything look a bit nicer and a bit more visible. Don't worry, I will sort those bathrooms at some point. You know what? I'll say now. I'll do it in the next episode if I can be asked. But let's hope I can. Don't worry, guys. This series will be continuing every Saturday at 2 p.m. Central European Time, or 1 p.m. if you live in the UK, or 6 hours behind 2 p.m. if you're in the US. So, yep, you can do the conversion. Sorry. Yeah, and maybe some other gaming videos sprinkled throughout in the week, like one maybe. But we will see, because I don't want to wear myself out too much. But I am enjoying doing this series, and I am enjoying playing some more of some Planet Coaster 2 and making these videos for you all to see. And if you are enjoying, please leave a like, comment and subscribe down below, and leave any suggestions that you may have or anything like that, because I want to keep this as an interactive series. So yeah, what I'm doing there was I was fixing the floor, and then what I was gonna do is, because I'm not very good at doing buildings, I was gonna get some blueprints off the workshop, but I couldn't really find any, which is weird, but that's unfortunate. So then I thought, kinda, you know, let's try some other buildings. That didn't really work either. So I went back to the workshop, looked again for some other Wild West stuff. Still couldn't really find what I was looking for other than the saloon. So I thought, you know what, let's just get the saloon and put it at the end, and then we can kind of build stuff either side or in between. And I'm gonna, as a little spoiler for maybe next episode or even the episode after, I'm not sure yet, but there is going to be a river rapids in this area. I think will be quite cool. And there will be another restaurant other than this saloon. And I really want to try build my own, so maybe that'll be a full episode on itself. And then you can see here that I am fully messing up the floors with this system that I'm not very good at, but you know. And then I just tried, you know, using the drawing tool to try and fix it, and ended up looking like nothing really. It ended up looking gross. So then I used the stamp tool, and then I came back with the edit tool to try and fix that, which then ended up looking alright. And then I kind of just fixed that. And then I thought, what can I put in this area? So then I've decided that I'm going to build a cheeky flat ride over here. And just by doing this, I think this is probably my favourite build I have ever done in either of the two Planet Coaster games in terms of theming and stuff. So this ride is called the Pathos 3 here. It came for free with the last update, I think. So I'm building a fairly decent queue at the back, and then just a little side bit. And then regarding the exit, just a small path from the back here, around to the left there, and back to the pavements. That is the exit. And then, of course, you have got to change the color of the stuff on that. Sorry guys, I yawned. Rather tiring. I haven't been up this late in a while. 12:07 as we're recording this. But changing the ride colors to brown, and then just changing the kind of, what's the word for it? The operations, I guess is the word, or the sequence. Yeah, the sequence of what happens while you are on ride. But I think that's a good one. And now I'm adding some pretty cool theming just to make this look pretty cool. But my kind of idea for this ride is that it was like a mechanized lasso, I think. And now I'm thinking about it, I might have named it later something as a whip. Which now I'm thinking, was that a good idea? Or should I have kept it as lasso? Because I think I was getting confused between the two. So, I don't know, but we'll see when it gets to that bit later on in the video. Yeah, we're adding some cool theming, some cogs and some moving parts. I do love now that you can add scenery to the rides. I think it adds a whole another level of theming and immersion that you can do that you couldn't in the previous Planet Coaster game. Just adding some barrels of dynamite to the thing. And we're about to head into the sponsored section. So here we go with that.
Sorry for interrupting your regularly scheduled program. All I want to say is thank you to w.gg for sponsoring today's video. And if you want to save 10% on your next order for any purchase at all, please use the code EXTREMESGAMES10 for 10% off your order. That's the video.
Yeah, so we're just adding some dynamite crates around there. And then adding a train funnel to the top of there. Because why the hell not? I just thought, you know, who cares? Let's just go for it. And then I'm going to be adding some wooden fencing around there, because I don't think people will walk around there. Because they'll just kind of go up one side and then stay on the platform. So I thought let's just do that. Why not? Let's just get on with it and just do that, because why not? And then I accidentally made that go up, and then I was like, bam! And then let's change it. Slide that back. Yeah, the ride's looking good. And now we are going to box in the queue line with some woodeny walls. I'm getting better. I don't know if you can tell, but every episode I seem to be getting better at something. Comment down below if you think I should rebuild that coaster, because I don't like how that rides at all. I don't know if it's just me or what it is, but I think that it looks pretty bad. Oh, sorry guys, I'm so tired. I keep yawning. goes around there, and then I realized that one goes a bit further than the other. So what I do is I try and bring that forward to the side, which actually ends up looking okay. And then same with the other one. That looks fine. So now we're just inboxing that in, which actually looks quite cool. That looks quite cool. Sort that out. Put that in there. And then building a wall around that bit so it's a bit more enclosed. And then same over on that bit there. Bringing that over, which looks great. Then I was debating whether I was going to put a roof on, and then I thought, no, if we're putting that on, then may as well just do a roof, really. But I thought, let's put a little bit of theming in this corner, just put a rope. Put a wanted poster. I thought, let's put a sign that says turn back. You know, don't want to get too riled up or too crazy. So let's warn our pupils. And then I was checking what font it was. It was the art or something, I can't see. But that, and then moving the wanted poster just under there a bit. And then I was gonna finally add the wooden roof, and then I realized that wasn't going fully over, so I moved that a bit over to the left, and then same on the other side, and then essentially copy and paste that over, which I was struggling with for a minute. But it's okay, because like this whole series, it is a lot of trial and error. But eventually I got that, and then copy and paste that over, and then same up that side bit. Then I had to copy that over, slide that over a bit more, copy that over again, and then had to theme up this kind of entrancey bit, which you guys be the judge of whether I made this thing look good or not. But I think it ended up looking pretty cool, actually. So, you know, give me a rating out of 7 KSIs in the comment section down below. Just throwing a little. I just realized I could have made this that look like a mine, but maybe I'll do another ride that's like, what about I do an indoor coaster that's like a minecart thing, not like Minecart Madness Ever Universe, a roller coaster that's themed for the mines. I called it the Wild Whip, even though I wanted it to be themed to a lasso. I might just leave it as the Wild Whip. But the title of the damn episode is Lasso. The Loose Lasso. Yeah, that's going to be the name. I'm going to change it for the next episode. The Loose Lasso is going to be the name of the ride. Maybe something else can be the Wild Whip. Maybe the scissor ride can be the Wild Whip. Maybe. We'll see. Just adding some lighting in here. And then, yeah, just adding lighting, really. Some kind of spotlighty stuff in and around there. And then in a second, I'm going to take you into real time. And then, as always, we'll be into some cinematics. Hope you guys have enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in a second when we are in real time. Alright, so we are in real time now. So in this episode, what I've done is I've put down this, sorted out the floor, added this nice cheeky windmill, added the Pathos 3 ride, themed it up to a suitable extent, I would say, and built this cool little queue line. Just have a little walk through here, some mild lighting, and some walls, just so the people in the queue line don't have to talk to each other. Go around there. You can jump the queue. And then you can walk around here, through this door, and then onto the ride. So yeah, I'd say that looks pretty cool. That looks pretty nice. So yeah, see you in a minute when we get on to the cinematics.